Hello everyone. Today, we are going to its Kuishan village in Chaozhou, a remote mountain hamlet far away from the city. Most villagers here have gone to work in cities, leaving only a few elderly people behind. The most magnificent building in the village is the Party and People Service Center. This Chaoshan-style residential building is called Di Qingju, and it is unoccupied. This canal collects mountain spring water from the surrounding hills, supplying domestic water for villagers and water for irrigation. This house built of stone looks simple and dilapidated. There are no shops in the village, only a weekly market. The houses in the village are bungalows built along the mountains, many of which are constructed with stones. These stone houses are abandoned and used as storage rooms now. Construction materials and timber are piled up on both sides of the narrow village road. The place is messy and lifeless, evoking a sense of desolation. This house is built of mud, looking ancient and dilapidated. I happened to meet the owner of the house and had a chat with him.
哦，你叫生噶吓？生噶生哩？喺只電聽到夠直咗，學出咩咩啊？做厝度只噶，夠只扣正百年啊嘛？
哦，正白，
啊，
唱做到大，这个是
哦，只用咗只起啊，厝只就三十年，
这个就这起，这整个30年的起啊，
起啊，只个冇就跌，
这个就是近百年咯，
近百年，
近百年起来，起一厝，
哦，只只棟只就接近50年。
Mr. Huang invited me to visit his house. Only his wife was at home, and this place also serves as a tea processing workshop.
行子白紅高子個殼，你話聽啊？都到。
来去了，鐵拖。
人吃到要去別招起來。該能整該能做。你落要去遐。
这弄啊唔是頭發鋪啊，但係天下皇帝就是要菜單嚟嘅，叫人話烹啊菜單。
哦，這個就叫鴨西香。
鴨西香。我就阿兄這度。
Mr. Huang took me to another tea processing workshop of his. I'll give you some of my finest tea. It's a pleasure meeting you today. Let me have a taste. Fresh tea leaves are dried in the sun and then processed here into drinkable tea. In the next video, I will introduce the whole process of tea making. Mr. Huang wrote the names of the teas on label papers for me to tell different teas apart.
Chứ mà qua bằng khui được khó, chứ là điều được bằng không có cái khó là khó. Chứ là就是呀，40年，正式大學堂之間幫我啱吞嚟㗎。
哦呐。
我介作品你有幾好？ 生嘅話10外等得。
你是但是整每只整到40元呢下啦。
這個40元呢，我放咗錢。
每個來錢，每個錢。
我以前這個是咁出名㗎了，喺度打。我每個放咗錢，你就食佢得賣落下再下。這個第二是賣片啦。
這個改名叫啲㗎，蛋黃鵪。
蛋黃啊，
我把蛋黃鵪冇上吼。
是啊，這真就。你嚟搶傳播我甲你打。
哦，也是。
傳只我拿傳播，但係唔會你紅灣就菜有錢只就話無呀，下話借咗呢啊，佢錢。
哦，有蛋黃鵪字嘅名聽這位，我哋隔離一個就是最高端嘅大佬。
是，之後就講到我。
哦。
我覺得，但是啦，即有時咧，錯就好啦。我句子又嚟啲。
好。
係即係等些啲。
咁你嘅佢呢只大嚿錢啊？
呢只又是菜橋燈啊。
菜橋燈嘅學在啊？
今日學在啊，燈出現嗰時菜灣燈。
一個山區啊，喺呢邊菜灣燈就學在啊。哦，邊個在？
係得，點行政部先學偏我哋嗰個。我只有在跑呢，只說是過攀，那個草呢，
哦，那個鋼索燈王子。
冇，這是有人人鋼索燈。
After leaving Mr. Huang's house, I continued wandering around Kuishan village. This is the Li Ancestral Hall, a place for the Li clan in the village to honor their ancestors. For hundreds of years, Chaoshan people have migrated here from inland China to escape wars and turmoil. Ancestral halls are built to help descendants remember their origins. The ancestors have been here for 500 years. Perhaps their ancestors migrated here later and could not occupy the planned areas. They could only settle in mountainous areas with impeding transportation and scarce resources. From these shabby and run-down houses, we can imagine how tough life used to be. It is said that there used to be a primary school up the steps, which closed over a decade ago due to a shortage of students. An elderly couple lives alone in this house, left behind by their children. Do you know what this is? Please leave your answer in the comments section. Standing in the small courtyard, you can overlook the entire mountain village. From these tools, I can tell that their family also grows tea.
hiện ra mọi đặt điều lộ chứ họ, khơi đang gì á?
Nàng nhất sáng hoa tuổi, hắn bỏ sáng hoa tuổi, nếu cho nàng kén xìu lại xìu khờ. Mừng khi thao thì cưng.
Giờ là đã bé chuyện này ya lộ, bé học cùi là. Nếu mà ta khơi đang gì mà bỏ ra lộ. Bông hoa ủ ya, chính xác là bông hoa ủ ya.
Mẹ làm được bột hoa.
Hoa thì chỉ kéo ra, chỉ là có chỉ ăn. 因为人动些么？还有真爱，真爱，呀，又哪有真爱啊？
诶，国差来8多年，往这来六大概老是这啥省点，
无水，水疏，
水无哈，
水疏啊，无水。即我样子落就坑，落到拉条坑，水来水。只要无水到你无用。人只能问你哦，补啊好能。一买只车钱啊，冇样好晒啊。
好晒啲定起来哈。
每家你一啱掂你都要400哦。要只係人只會講能力啊，淨係先生你。只會只社會必須嘅。
啊。
比啊老一輩啊能。
本隻乜價啲㗎？
該本來喎。
可能你該能食字啫，該能自家小魚落啲啊，一個嚟騎去買毛啊，正式嘅。
要正喎。
哦，一貴貨啊。
今年就靠我買一攰咗。
我一攰咗冇得拍下都唔對。
是話問其他。
The roads in the village are winding and bumpy. All the doors are closed. I've walked such a long way without meeting anyone. Even the newly built houses are unoccupied. No one knows when these houses will collapse, so they should be classified as dangerous buildings under supervision. There are no banks, hospitals, or schools in the village. Villagers have to go out to work to make a living, and children have to leave to attend school. In the end, they all bought houses and settled down in cities, never returning to the village. Only a few elderly villagers and tea farmers stay in the village on ordinary days. Only during the spring festival do those who work away come back home to reunite with their families and offer sacrifices to their ancestors. Looking at the gradually fading mountain village, I can't help feeling a tinge of sadness. There are more and more high-rises in cities, while the old houses in villages are slowly collapsing. Cities are becoming increasingly densely populated, while generations after generations are gradually vanishing from villages. Just like Kuishan village, its population has dropped from 1,000 people to merely a dozen. Perhaps in another 20 years, this village will disappear forever.
潮安人文魅力，我们发出以下倡议：一、文明用餐4个规矩，勤俭节约，杜绝浪费。